Right. Hello. Hopefully this quality will come in a little bit better than it would last time because it was a bit slow playing it back, and I love when people can really see quality clearly. So we'll see how we go. Welcome to your advanced reading for the new moon in Scorpio. We've got a new moon in the same sign that we are in astrologically as well, so that's always super potent. For those of you who are watching this on the day of the new moon on Saturday, either on Instagram or on YouTube, I'm saying advanced reading because I do a advanced release of the energy forecast usually on Thursdays before the new moon, or I guess 3 days or so before the new or the full moon, for the people in my Facebook group, Indigo Instinct Healing Matrix, which I will post a link to in the description box if you're on YouTube, or it's in my link tree if you are on Instagram. So I'm just going to tune in here. And for those of you who have been watching me for a little while, you may notice that I don't do readings like a traditional oracle reader or a tarot. These aren't tarot cards. I don't read the tarot. But what I do is I work as a psychic channeler. So I open myself to the energies of the universe, of spirit, of the spirit guides, of the people who need this reading at this time. And I'm pulling cards, and then I'm just reading out what's coming into my head. So sometimes if you have this deck at home, I can post the name of the deck as well. But if you have like a deck like this at home, or you do your own readings, you may notice that sometimes what I say doesn't necessarily match the card description exactly. And it's because I am channeling my responses through. So I'm not always following what the card itself says. I am following the guidance from above. So for the primary energy for this new moon, we've got our water guardian. For our shadow energy, our energy that we don't always know is going on within us. Sometimes it's a third party that's affecting us. Sometimes it's something deep underneath us. Nice. This is a strong card, the Medicine Mother. And then I will do a pathway read, which is the energies that are blocking you in your current situation on top and the energies that are the way through underneath. I will do that in a moment. I'll pull the cards and leave them face down, and then we'll talk about them when we get there. So we've got our path and our block. Okay, so the energies, the overall energies of this new moon, the overall energies of this phase that you're entering in the next few days and will be in for a few weeks, it is time to allow yourself to slow the gears down. And that may mean that in your work life or in your personal life, you may have the opportunity to have a bit more time and space, or you may feel that you were really busy and you're shifting out of that. But the need for that and the responsibility that comes along with that is to go inward. And I find so many people, especially those in the Northern Hemisphere right now, that find they get quote unquote blindsided by the heaviness of winter, the intensity of winter, is that they don't take the time and the opportunity to go within deeply before the cold snaps start and before the foliage dies. And when the outside universe and the outside world is demonstrating this closure of all of these things that keep us busy or keep us flourishing on the outside, we forget that there's an entire inner world within us that is rich with lessons and rich with opportunities to learn, and we miss out on that opportunity So pulling the water guardian and this energy for this new moon in Scorpio is, I'm getting this kind of vision of a shadow and this sort of fear of like the underworld or the darkness, but be brave with yourself and be willing to go inside, because this lunar cycle is going to give you the opportunity to find that broken piece, or to find that, you know, scratch on the record where you seem to be falling into the same traps. And as we wrap up 2020, I'm a Virgo, so I like to think ahead. But as we do, we get closer to wrapping up 2020, you have this opportunity to close the things that aren't working for you and to instill those new habits that you have always wanted to do. But you got to go inside and you got to figure out where you're misstepping in order to get there. So that's our primary energy. This is going to like maybe come close to some people for the shadow, and this is just what I'm getting through for channeling. But for our shadow energy, we've got some mother wounds that are coming up, and immediately on the surface that can come across as, okay, what's my relationship with my mom or maternal figures in my life, people that maybe I feel are above me in terms of power, that have a strong feminine nature, but also in terms of womb wounds and going into your inner womb space and your inner dark self and your inner mother of yourself, and figuring out where are the aspects that I haven't been able to hold myself as I would like, or where is my inner child asking for more attention and I'm not able to give it to them? Where are the opportunities where I feel like I'm maybe leaving myself behind? The medicine mother, this card that always pulls this energy through for me, is that you have such a deep current of intuition that runs through you, and it can be scary to think about it sometimes. It can be scary to be willing to follow it. But as the world continues to move forwards in the state that it's in, being able to connect to that cord, that umbilical cord of intuition that you have, is going to be essential to preserving and to energizing yourself moving forward. So where are there maternal or divine feminine or inner child aspects of yourself that you could tend to right now, that you could maybe wrap in a blanket and give some love and give some attention to? And give yourself that opportunity to be held by yourself and to feel that sort of care and that nurturing. And for our block and our path, I'll try and hold the cards not directly in front of the camera so you can still see me talking, but I do often channel with my eyes closed. So our block, interesting. So our block for this lunar cycle and for right now is a bit of a pride thing. I had something come up in my personal life called lone wolfing, and I feel like this is something that's kind of resonating for the collective rainbow that I connect with and the people that resonate with these readings. That yes, it's incredible that you've been able to hurdle and to climb and to navigate by yourself or with limited help, or you have been able to pick yourself up off the ground a lot of times when you've really struggled. But this consistency in, I'm okay, I can do this, I don't need your help, and this, I'm fine on my own, I'm really getting this vision of like all of these people that want to support you and want to either lift you up or to be there for you when you fall back, to catch you by you consistently saying, I can do it, I'm on my own, I can do this alone. You're actually turning away the opportunity of those people to feel needed and to feel like they have a positive impact on your life. And also for you to move in a way that is with more ease and with more grace than you may have gotten to at this point. So just being aware that it's beautiful what you can accomplish by yourself, but it doesn't mean that that is necessarily the path of least resistance going at it alone. And our way through, our pathway, our energy that we can embody to allow ourselves to move through this time and to help give ourselves a little bit more ease in this lunar cycle and with our stuckness. So the main message that came through right away was receptivity, which again goes hand in hand with the pride thing of it's okay to accept help and it's okay to receive help, even if you feel kind of icky about it and like, oh, like, no, I can do it, it's fine, like, I don't want to come across as helpless, or I don't want to feel like I can't really do this, so I needed help. Receptivity can open a lot of doors to empowering other people when they feel like they've helped you, when they feel like they have been helpful. Then you're opening more doors of connection. You're opening more doors of getting to know someone on a deeper level, and allowing your connectivity to branch out and continue to grow. I'm just going to tune into another message that came up right away, but I didn't want to talk about it yet. Yeah, my guys are just showing me like the ways that the moon changes her shape, and the way that you can't always see her in the same side is similar to the way that a river flows with the bends and the turns that it comes up against. So instead of resisting or fearing this, like, oh, I know I'm going through this change, I don't want to, I can see it coming up, or oh, like, I know I have to let go, but I don't know what that's going to mean for the future, and seeing that bend coming around the corner and trying to resist it in some way or another. The way that water moves in a river is it embraces every corner, and it also allows the movement to shape the bank. So the land is shaping the movement of the water, but the water is in turn responding to the bank. So are there aspects in your life in which you can feel more watery in terms of how you communicate with people? Can it be more of a receptive give and take, instead of it trying to be something that is of rigid control? So that is all I have for you today. As always, I hope you are all having a beautiful day and beautiful new moon. If you're in my Facebook group, what we normally do is you can ask any questions that you would like, and I'll stay live and I will answer them. But for those of you who are going to be seeing this recording, I wish you all a blessed day and happy new moon in Scorpio. Bye.